Hello, hope you're having a great day. Now, if you watched yesterday's video on this channel right to the end, you'll know that I ended up going to bed super late last night. I was actually working on my MacBook till, I think it was just before 2 a.m. And one thing I didn't mention in yesterday's video, and one thing that I'd forgotten until I finished filming yesterday's video, is that I wasn't able to have a shower in the gym yesterday because I forgot to take my towel with me. So I only had, a quick wash before getting changed at the gym. So I needed to have a shower last night before I could go to bed. So I actually ended up going to bed at about 2:30, and I knew that this morning was going to be a struggle in terms of getting up, and it was. But I definitely felt like, the lazy part of my mind that wants to keep me in bed regardless of how tired I am, I definitely felt like I was winning the battle against that. And I was just actually tired. My body was just really tired. Now, I actually ended up getting out of bed-ish at 8:30 and just sitting on the end of my bed until about 8:45 before actually, getting up and then going to do what I need to do. Once I'd had my sort of 5 glasses of water, I really woke up. It's amazing how much, having that water in the morning wakes you up. It's obviously beneficial for a number of things. It kickstarts your organs into waking up, and, it replenishes the water that you would have lost at night, from sweating. Everyone gets dehydrated at night, but it actually really wakes you up as well. And as usual, once I'd had my 5 glasses of water, I then had a glass of water with some salt in it, and I had my vitamin C dissolved in some water as well, and then went to the toilet, brushed my teeth. Then, by the time I got into the living room, I was really awake, So wrote in my journal, had my meditation session, and went for my walk around the block as usual. And I'll tell you what, my foot is so much better today. I think it does just vary from day to day, but I think it's also dependent on how tight I do the laces on that trainer. If I do them too loose, then my foot is able to move around in my trainer, which obviously leans against my little toe and makes it hurt. And then if I do it too tight, the trainer's just always leaning against it and makes it hurt. But I actually think that it is just considerably better today. So that's a good thing. Now, in terms of what I'm planning to do for the rest of the day, I do need to go and see the winner of my recent raffle, and I think we're going to have dinner round my girlfriend Kat's parents' place. And you know what? Because I keep, allowing my life to get in the way of, my girlfriend's life and, our life together, I think today it is Sunday, so I'm actually going to make a point of not bothering to work on the cars at all. I do need to finish editing yesterday's video on this channel, which I did chip away at last night, so that's not going to take me long. And I do need to have a haircut and a beard trim. I'm going to focus on those bits, and then I'm just going to be getting in touch with Oscar, the winner of my raffle, and going to drop his prizes round. And just going to leave the cars alone, because it's just going to mean that there's going to be no fear of me rushing around and things taking longer than I expect, and then potentially us having to rush around to get to Oscar's and then end up being late to Kat's parents. So that's the plan. But before any of that, I do of course need to crack on with my exercises. Yesterday in the gym I was doing arms and chest, so I'm going to continue with that today. I'm going to do some incline bench press, and then I'll do some triceps extensions and some bicep curls. So let's get on with it. This morning I've been listening to another Peter Attia podcast, and they're just talking about energy balance, nutrition, and building muscle. So very interesting. With my workout done, I can now jump in my cold shower, which is going to cause me some healthy suffering, followed by a rush of dopamine. And drug addicts like me live for rushes of dopamine. And after that, I can have my healthy breakfast and all my other supplements. And then I can dive into doing some work before we head out and do everything else we've got to do today. All right, so as you can see, after I had my breakfast today, I did manage to have a haircut and a beard trim. So, looking a whole lot better, and we've actually just gone to drop off the prizes to Oscar, the raffle winner. And yeah, I brought my MacBook with me because, you know, after my breakfast, before I'd done my hair and stuff, I edited yesterday's on track video, made sure that the car video that was supposed to go out on Friday was uploaded and ready. And yeah, literally all I needed to do was create some thumbnails and some posts, you know, to plug the videos. So I thought, I'll bring my MacBook with me. And this new MacBook, it's just failing me. Like, the simplest of tasks, it's just crashing. Like, I prefer the old one. I'm literally having to just keep restarting this thing. All I'm doing is trying to create thumbnails, like pictures, you know. It's mad. When I first got a MacBook Pro, it was because, you know, I was messing around with music, so I needed something powerful to run my music production software. So, you know, adding text to pictures shouldn't be any problem for these machines, you know, and this one's newer than my old one. Just another example of everything going wrong for me at the moment. And I actually did just lose my rag. Like, we've just got to her parents' place, she's gone in, and I was like, do you know what, I probably won't be here, just leave your keys, I'm going to go home and get my old MacBook. But I'm just trying now to, you know, be patient. I'm trying to sit here now and do what I need to do before I go in to Kat's parents. But all right, so it seems like I've managed to do everything that I planned to on my MacBook. It basically just needs a couple of minutes to load up before I start diving in and trying to do stuff, which you should really do on any computer. But, you know, the old one didn't need that couple of minutes to warm up, you know, if you was just going to be doing something simple like I was. End of the day, like most things in life that, you know, stress us out, I just needed to take a step back, take some deep breaths, be a bit patient, and then, yeah, just keep pushing forward with what I needed to do. So, yeah, got everything done now, and now it's time to go into Kat's parents' place and have some super high quality grub. All right, we have not long been back from Kat's parents' place, and yeah, it's coming up to 8:20. And today has been a day where I sort of made a conscious decision to not do much. You know, I haven't had a day off, not by any means. I needed to upload yesterday's video on this channel and my latest car video, of course, and we went to see Oscar and his dad Shane to drop off the raffle prizes. But, you know, I made that conscious decision to not dive into doing the next job that I wanted to do on my car, which is going to form part of the car video that I'm working on now. And yeah, it's been a cool day. Obviously, I had my little tantrum earlier with my MacBook, but, you know, it's been another example where, you know, I didn't lose control completely. Probably lost control a bit more than ideal, you know, literally, you know, slammed my MacBook lid down and I was like, oh, this is rubbish, I'm going to carry on using my old one. But, you know, it's just a couple of seconds of a tantrum, and then I'm able to, you know, step back from the situation, see what happened there in terms of what my mind was telling me, and yeah, just bring myself back to the present moment, back to reality, you know, see the situation for what it is. You know, it's not as bad as my mind is trying to make out, and then, you know, I just turn my MacBook back on and let it, you know, start up properly before cracking on with what I needed to crack on with. So not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, you know, today has been a day where I've made a conscious decision to sort of do less. And, you know, it is Sunday, so it's a perfect day for that. Although, you know, part of me is thinking, you know, all the work that I haven't done today that I could have done, you know, in reality, that would have just meant that, you know, there was more chance of us getting late to Kat's parents' place. And I mentioned in yesterday's video how, you know, it does make me feel bad when, you know, we get to places late and stuff just because I am so busy. So yeah, it has been good to have, you know, a bit of a rest today. Now, it is quite early, and what I'm not going to do tonight is wait for Kat to go to bed before I dive into some work. I'm just going to dive into some work now. It might even just be, you know, answering some comments on the latest videos. And yeah, just do something and then sort of put the MacBook away and chill out with Kat and try to go to bed early, because, you know, yesterday I got up late. Today I got up late technically and really struggled to get up as early as I did. So, you know, it's going to be beneficial for me to get back into a routine where I am getting up early. I was tired earlier at Kat's parents as well. So, you know, I need to embrace that tiredness and go to bed early. And I am planning to take Kat to work tomorrow so that I've got use of her car. And it's leg day in the gym tomorrow, which is always a killer. But yeah, looking forward to it because I didn't go to the gym today. So I'm actually going to end this video here, but massive thanks as always to everyone who's tuned in. Hope you found it somewhat useful or motivational. Feel free to say hello in the comments and we'll have a chat, or get in touch through the usual channels. All the links to everything will be in the description as usual. But other than that, I'll chat to you tomorrow.